time before. There were perfect things. Things fall.
Man of Steel, the first film to kick off Warner Bros. and DC Cinematic Universe. Development began in 2008 when the writers did some stuff and there was a court ruling over the rights of Superman, a bunch of court mumbo jumbo I don't care about. Anyway, Zack Snyder was hired in 2010 to direct the film and principal photography began in August of 2011. The Dark Knight Rises began filming in November of the same year, which was the first nail in the coffin that robbed them of their chance of standing toe-to-toe with Marvel. Ah yes, the code that can't be cracked. Unless... was it staring them in the face the entire time? Yeah, of course it was. They didn't even ask Christian Bale to come back, which makes absolutely no sense. You have a bunch of studio executives sitting around a table with all of the data they need right in front of them. Marvel has already laid roots into the ground with 4 films into their cinematic team-up universe, and they're making billions of dollars. How do we do that? It's simple. We reboot the Batman.
What?
Seriously? That's your first plan of action?
Don't need it.
This is single-handedly the strangest choice they could have ever made. You're scratching your head, thinking, how would this even have worked? The universes are so different.
Pipe down, and I'll tell you.
And we'll start with the basics.
Harvey Dent. In context, this scene works quite well. Batman is a recluse after allegedly murdering this great man in cold blood. Shrimp balls. However, let's inject a little bit of connectivity using this scene.
My name is General Zod. I come from a world far from yours. I have journeyed across an ocean of stars to reach you.
You get the gist. Then all the dumb rich people are like, oh wow, that was weird. And then the mayor moonwalks back into frame and says, don't worry guys, let's focus on why we're really here. Shrimp balls. No, not shrimp balls. This great man, Harvey Dent. Of course. Don't forget about the letter though, that's important. More on that later. But first... Some people have speculated that these two universes are far too different to coexist, but we feel that's why they'd work so well together. The Nolan universe is so realistic that something like an alien invasion would be so terrifying. That brings us to our next point. Character investment equals audience interest. Batman needs a reason to fight, and we need a reason to give a shit. Like Jack, for instance.
Jack is dead, my friend.
Who gives a shit?
We don't know this character. How about replacing him with someone that we do know? Perhaps maybe someone that we actually care about. Like Lucius Fox. Him dying would be devastating. Well, better get busy praying while I get busy dying.
Poor Lucius, our dear friend. We say goodbye to this man, this genius, a consequence of gods fighting from above to rain down pain and destruction on mortal men. In grief and in sadness, Bruce and the audience, us, are drawn together as he has something to fight for. As this happens, Superman also has something. He is agreeing to work with the government to atone for his sins, to rebuild. What has our superhero done in that time? This is a reminder of all the good Superman has done. Should there be a Superman? Yes. While most embrace him, idolize him, worship him like a god, the Dark Knight, for the first time, has hate in his heart. We know what you may be thinking. Why was Lucius Fox in the building? Why was there a Wayne Tower in Metropolis to begin with? There are a number of possibilities.
For aggressive expansion.
Perhaps this building was constructed in remembrance of Harvey Dent. Or maybe it symbolizes a partnership with LexCorp. Maybe Lucius Fox is just there because he runs the company for Bruce, who has little interest in Wayne Enterprises. And just maybe, he's there giving a tour to an orphanage for future long-lasting jobs. And maybe one of them children could be a Robin or a future Batman. The possibilities are absolutely endless. Keep in mind that both Man of Steel and The Dark Knight Rises were wrote at the same exact time and filmed just 3 months apart, meaning that with the right leadership, or the Kevin Feige, maybe they could have pulled this off. Please join us next week for part 2 of the DCEU The Could Have Been. If you would like to follow us on our socials, links are in the description below. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, this is the Unity Broadcast, signing off.